Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining in, you've missed a lot. But then we're going straight to our determined gist for today. Now on our first gist, Clem Ohameze reacts to claims that he has stroke. Veteran Nollywood actor Clem Ohameze has said he has taken strong action against the Facebook user behind spreading rumors that he's down with a stroke and he has been abandoned by his children. Now, the Facebook user, who has been identified as Okulora, had claimed that the 60-year-old actor has been down with a stroke for the past 2 decades and his male children had abandoned him, with only his daughter taking care of him. Now, the report, which has now been tagged as fake, claimed the actor said, "Since I got stroke, my daughter is the only person that has not given up on me. She has been taking care of me for over 2 decades now. My sons don't care about me anymore. They gave up on me too soon. They are busy making sure their wives and their kids are happy, and my only daughter is making sure I am okay at the expense of her own happiness. If my daughter was not born, I would have been a dead man more than a decade ago. When I was strong, I invested more in my 3 sons, but life is difficult to understand. I can't explain it, but you don't know what God has done for you if you have a child. They are the only people that will never give up on you," he said. However, a visibly angry Clem has come public in an emotional video to blatantly deny the report, revealing that he has gotten both the police and DSS involved. He said, and I quote, "I have initiated a police case. I have sent his number and name to them. This is a cybercrime. I called my friend who is a director in the DSS. It has cost me a lot to come this far in my life. I will not let one person rubbish me just like that for cheap popularity because you want to attract traffic to your page. The other time it was that I was dead. Now it is that I had a stroke. I said this and that. But who did I grant the interview to? Do I have 3 sons? What nonsense is this? Why don't you call out and reach out to me to confirm? Now you have succeeded in swearing my name all over the world. I guess he's satisfied. I had to call my children. Unfortunately, it was only my daughter who heard about it. Why do people always do this to me?" End of quote. I said, if they never carry one rumor peddler in this Nigeria, the rest of them no go rest.
I will not lie. When she was reading, I was laughing because it's funny. But in reality, it's not funny.
No, it's not
because
funny.
This has gone on for too long. I remember back in October last year, there were rumors, or rather, there were reports. People did legit videos. It was all over Instagram, all over YouTube. It was everywhere on social media that Clem Ohameze was dead. And he came out and refuted this. And now again, in May, they said he had a disease or something.
He has cancer.
And then now it is stroke. Like, I really do not get it. And he's actually not the first Nollywood legend that people would say things about, like,
you know, it's really crazy.
Sad.
It's really crazy. It's really crazy because just this day last week, we had to come out and debunk the Caesar Zone.
Yes.
Just this day last week, it was out. And now again, it is Clem Ohameze. And it just feels like it's really sad because it is the bad news that they are carrying. Because at the end of the day, why can't you come out and say, "Oh, rumor has it that this man bought a new car," or "Rumor has it that this man's
Because they will not get the clickbait.
It's only bad news that you people want
because they won't get views. That's the point. They won't get views.
It's really
so
crazy.
I hope they listen and I hope
better.
they are warned. And I'm glad that he has said that it's involved the police and DSS. And I hope we see this case to the end.
Yes.
Because we only hear about how it starts. We never hear to the end.
At all.
So please do let us know. All right, talking about Buzz. Still on the entertainment news, G-Mike sparks debate about claiming single mothers can't raise boys properly. Nollywood actor G-Mike has once again set social media buzzing with his controversial opinions, this time targeting the ability of single mothers to raise boys into men. In a recent interview, the 48-year-old actor declared that women are not built to raise men on their own, stressing the need for a strong male presence in a boy's upbringing. I quote, "A woman can't raise a man, they're not built for it. A single mother cannot raise men properly. You need a man that you trust. There has to be a male presence because women are naturally built to nurture, to love. If you're going to raise a man, he's going to be everything like that man that left you. You need someone who would discipline him and teach him how to grind," end of quote, he said, to drive home his point. G-Mike recalled a personal experience while on holiday in France with his son. According to him, his son was bullied during a football game and came back crying. Instead of consoling him, he claimed he chose to teach him to be a man by ignoring the tears. And I quote, "One of the mothers stepped aside to watch how I handled him. This is why you need a man," end of quote, he explained. His comments, however, have sparked heated reactions, with many Nigerians taking to social media to defend single mothers and share their personal experiences. Others try to strike a balance, acknowledging that while mothers can do and raise strong men, male influence also plays an important role. This isn't the first time Jimike has made controversial remarks about gender roles. Recently, he described modern feminism as a crime, criticizing what he called the double standards of the movement. As expected, his latest remarks have reignited debates about parenting, gender dynamics, and the realities of single motherhood in Nigeria. What say you?
Okay, I feel like this is a very insensitive take. Yeah, as much as you can't exactly rule out what he said. I mean, every child needs the paternal presence as much as the maternal presence and everything. But I think it's pretty insensitive because I don't think any single parent, aside the few that we've heard of, I don't think any single mother actually wants to be a single mother.
Exactly.
Most of them are just victims of circumstances. They're victims of the society. And at the end of the day, I think the best thing we can do is actually be kind to them and not say, oh, I've seen my mother. I don't think my father was actually a disciplinarian. My mommy, my mom. I don't think my dad was a very, very chilled dad, even on my brother. So I feel like it was my mom that was the disciplinarian. So yeah, it's not a gender thing. I feel like anybody can raise a child. Any parent can raise a child.
It's really crazy to see that this is coming a day after you took the news yesterday about Kathy, who said that a lot of people are saying they don't want to be with her or date her because she's a single mother. Mom. And it's not a stigma. Being a single mom doesn't mean you can't raise your child well. We've seen so many powerful people in the world who were raised by single mothers. We've also seen powerful people in the world who were raised by single fathers. So at the end of the day, it's about presence and it's about the values you imbibe in your children.
It is well. It is well. I've been talking about raising families. Chike has come out again to say marriage is a stupid step to take. Now, Nigerian singer and songwriter Chike Osebuka, popularly known as Chike, has said he considers the idea of getting married as a stupid step. The 32-year-old singer, who said this in an interview with media personality Chude Jideonwo on his With Chude podcast, also said he has no plans to get married at the moment. He said, in my personal opinion, in fact, I think it's a stupid step to get married. That's my opinion. Although Chike is known for his soulful and love-themed music, he said that financial stability, not love, is what his happiness is tied to. Beginning of quote, for me to be happy, to be honest, I need a lot of money. This is not even carnal. I won't lie to you. I like money. I want money, he noted. Chike went on to narrate how he came to settle for music as a career, revealing that he never envisioned himself making music for a living much earlier in his life. He revealed that music only became a thing for him after he completed his university education. He said, and I quote, I would say maybe right after my university, I knew music was what I would do for a living. I won't say I knew before, to be honest, because I just used to sing and disturb everybody around the house, end of quote. The singer further recounted the early part of his career when he struggled financially and had to take acting jobs to make ends meet. He said, and I quote, it was a tough part. I even had to start acting for like 2 years, end of quote.
I remember seeing Chike in some movies.
And it was so cute.
It was so cute.
But I mean, what do you think? What do you think?
So, at the end of the day, I'm going to start with what I always say. Everyone is entitled to their own personal opinion, and this is his own opinion.
Bam.
So, if he feels this way, then kudos to him. Not even kudos.
Mary.
But I'm just going to say that I'm glad it was okay to come out to talk about how he feels, and he's gotten a lot of backlash. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's his opinion.
I hope the women that are looking at him for marriage and cutting ice for him now know where he stands.
And then I like that he also spoke about the fact that he knows where he came from.
Yes.
And yes, he likes money. He wants money, and that's why he's working. Because a lot of people lie to themselves. People would say, oh, I don't want money. I don't like money. I'm doing it for the passion. I'm doing my job for the passion and the money. So please, give me money, pay me. Don't just give me flowers.
In a place in that same interview, you made reference to the fact that he cut out a lot of friends because they didn't support him financially when he needed to do a show.
When he needed them, yeah.
I mean, I like how he was spot on. I feel like there's a truth syndrome in that with Chude, because every time they just come there, they just stack.
So I feel like when Chude invites you and gives you water,
and gives you
don't drink that water. Be like they put truth serum, because the moment you just sit down, boom,
you just start.
You will start. If you're not crying, you are cursing someone.
That day when Lady Cat promised me money and she did not give me.
When did I promise you money?
This thing hurts me and it just changed my...
Okay, guys, you can see our voice is already changing because it's a live, and that's all we can take on the entertainment news today. Focus on me. We'll be back with Social View after this time out with this girl still anchoring. We'll be back, guys.
Dad?
What?
I just got caught. I just got pulled over by the cops for speeding, and I told them that you fell and that I needed to come get you, and now they're following me home because they don't believe me. It doesn't matter. Yes.
Here.
Yeah, and I was speeding, and I told them that you fell and that I had to come, like, help you. So they're coming and they're following me.
What am I doing?
I don't know. You have to figure it out. Okay, bye. Love you.
Hey! Hey!
Dad, I'm kidding. There's no cops.
What?
I was pranking you.
What?
This man has to be an actor, or he was an actor in his previous life. Because this man took the assignment too serious. I'm like, how? Dad, I was pranking, and this kind of father, he will get back at you.
Actually,
he's going to prank you back.
He will do his own back.
And he's going to pay you.
He will do it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Social View, where we're going to delve into the world of social media, which is loaded with every kind of witch and nastiness you can imagine. Lady Cat, are you ready?
I am ready. Always
Are you ready?
I was born ready, baby.
Come on. All right. On our first one, this animal, I think it's a dog, is in a car, and is wearing sunshades, ignoring somebody in the other car, and he's saying, me pretending not to see my boss after I told him I'm hospitalized. Lady Cat, has this ever happened to you before?
I love the energy.
Has it ever happened to you before?
It has not happened to me before.
It has happened to me.
I'll tell you where I'm going. Okay, it has happened to somebody I know.
It has even happened to me.
Oh, please tell us your story.
I told them I was not feeling fine actually at the office, not this office, so that people will not say, oh, you have
So you have already cast. Okay, continue.
I told them I was not feeling fine. And somehow, I happened to see my boss at a party I attended. And I froze. Like,
Wait, I have a question. Was it a party for sick people?
Yes, it was a sick party.
Because I'm like, what? I feel like this is the same thing they should use for me pretending not to see my partner when I told them I was out of town.
Hey!
How does it mean I'll say I'm out of town, but your partner will see you?
Clock it.
Do a video.
All right, moving on. So there is this man drinking soda, and, you know, the caption is, there is a court higher than the Supreme Court. It's called female salon. If your case reached there, you are gone.
This person is very, very, very silly. You should have added female salon and barbing salon.
No.
The barber shop.
No.
Wait. Let me explain to you. Because I remember this movie that Monique, it was a barbing salon and a female salon. I think so. So, see, female salon and barbing salon, once your matter gets there, that's the end.
But
the world knows about it. You don't need social media.
Worse, because the gist I have heard, the gist I've heard in a female salon has convinced me that my kids would never go to a hairdresser's shop. Now that make the hair in the house.
Now that explains why a lot of people like home service. There's a particular woman I stopped using to make my hair because she was gisting about somebody and I wasn't putting my mouth. And next thing, this woman turns it to something. I stopped using her because I'm like, nah.
All right, moving on. Yes, somebody says, Peter Doche, the very wise man. So he says, studying oral English to the point of pronouncing God as God will only direct your prayers to security men.
I totally agree. Yeah. If you are praying to God and you're saying God, then you're talking to the security men in your neighborhood.
All right, moving on. So this one says, no contraceptives, 700 wives, 300 concubines, but just 3 children. King Solomon's story is not clear.
No.
This one, I agree.
It's very clear.
Why?
Let me tell you why. Maybe the Bible did not document the pact that he made with God, that he wants only 3 children. Because contraceptive or anything that you use, pikin fi lamb, come out. But God,
Lady Cat,
we produce
Lady Cat, you seem like you're very,
your offspring.
You seem like you know a lot about this
Excuse me, when you are destined to have 3 children, you will have the 3 children. If you like, have 1,000 husband or wife.
Rema. All right, on to the next one. This one is Sabinus, calculating. And he says, at my wedding, nobody is going to eat twice. Immediately after you are served, they put paint on your forehead. I agree. Red paint.
I'm sorry, what?
Red paint on your forehead. Lady Cat, you look like those people that will go to party and will snap food and write round 1.
No,
Why
I don't do that.
round 1? Are you expecting round 2?
I make sure everybody at my table eats more than once. So that person that is going to put the paint, I'm going to bribe the person. No, I'm not going to bribe the person.
Lady
But I'm going to be nice to the person that they won't even bring the paint to our table.
Lady Cat,
we're going to eat.
You said this on live TV.
I'm saying I'm going to talk to the person. I've not done anything wrong. I can't go to a party and eat just one thing. Like, how? Why am I buying Ashwebi for 100K?
Why?
100K, one food.
It was planned for
you
you to
return
eat
my
once.
change.
It was planned for you to eat once.
But,
yes.
So let me tell you, before I go to parties, I eat from home. Sha. But I will still eat more than once.
Can you imagine? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap on Social View. We'll be right back with our guests after this time out. Don't go anywhere.
My class is really sweet, except one little boy.
Chloe, what is on your face?
Beauty.
Excuse me?
What?
Why are you so cute?
Oh, it's blown like that. Did you have a nap today? I didn't. Well, you need one. No, I don't.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you a good girl or a bad girl?
Bad girl.
You gonna be a good boy at church?
Yeah, I'm a bad boy at home.
Oh, great.
Why are you putting on makeup?
I don't know, baby. It makes mommy look prettier.
Well, but I don't think it's working. That's my mom putting gas because she got no man. Hey, good girl.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to build a snowman?
I know.
Are you going to be part of the problem or part of the solution?
I'm going to be the whole problem.
Yes, I've got no fear right there. All right, people, we told you we have guests. So right now, we have 2 guests joining us this afternoon. One is an entrepreneur, actor, and model, while the other is a vibrant, witty, and deeply compassionate lady who is a trained psychologist. And now, you can actually call them reality stars. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make a welcome to the show Big Brother Niger 10/10 housemates, yes, ex-housemates, Damboskid and Ibi Fubara. I feel like anybody that comes here, let's do the name. So 10/10, so 10/10. Great to have you guys here.
I mean, you look amazing.
I love the color code.
Thank you.
I know what's happening, but
I like what's going on with
yes.
amazing.
Thank you
so
so much.
straight to it, how has it been outside the house?
Oh, well, not ladies first today. Well, it's been good, actually. Coming outside, I felt I wasn't going to be loved the way I wanted to, because being the first housemate to be evicted,
yes.
I'm like, was the world not liking me as much as I was doing my best? But then coming outside, I saw what the issue was. Yeah, my name inside the house was a different name from my social handles.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that was quite an issue because
it took a while to find you.
Yeah, I wanted to go with the name on social media, but then the Big Brother Nigeria management said they had a branding issue, and then if I used that name, probably somebody might come to sue them and things like that. So I was forced to use my childhood nickname. Damboskid was my childhood nickname, so I had to bring it back, and that was probably the issue. And when I got out and I changed my username, I started seeing so much engagement, which was also telling me that these people weren't able to find me, so they weren't able to vote for me as well. So that's probably what the issue was. But then coming outside, the love was enough to make me feel like, yeah, you did your best, and then you were liked for who you were. And that's pretty much enough for me.
Okay, how about you?
Very similar, very similar. Coming out, hearing my name, and I was like, there was a gasp in the house, like, what do you mean by this girl is going out? Like, that means, what are we doing here? It was that kind of thing. So I was in shock a lot, right? The only time I think I snapped out of it was on stage for my interview, but after that, I went back in, didn't speak much. He really helped me, to say, let's just make the best out of the opportunity we've been given. But I had a similar issue with my social media, where I had so many socials with different thousands of people in different, different ways, but at the end of the day, I've been able to put things together, have conversations with my team. There's a lot of, your team failed, you handle all of that, but I'm just shutting down the noise and moving forward, and, there's been opportunities already coming, and I'm grateful that I got to go on, that platform, especially people thinking that, I'm a psychologist. I was actually working as a therapist, and trying to create content, work as an influencer, but I've been given the soft landing, and, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go!
I love it. I love the positivity oozing from both of you.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about your time in the house. I'm sure you guys are like, oh, we've been talking about our time in the house. But it never gets dull.
Yeah.
So starting from you, Ibi Fubara,
Yes.
you're a therapist.
Yeah.
And you showed that in the house.
Ew.
Very well.
Very well. You had different therapy sessions. So coming out of the house, you going into therapy, and then what was it like having therapy with the housemates at different points?
Okay, so for me, I've not quit my job. I have a private practice that's still up and running, but is mainly managed by, the second psychologist that is, there for a while. So I'm half there, half. I've been working since 2017. I'm taking a break, right, as a therapist. But I'm pushing myself fully as a brand influencer now. But a lot of the work I'm going to do is mental health related.
Nice.
So in the house, it was not necessarily full therapy I was doing,
of course.
right? It was more shoulder to lean on. And sometimes, and the housemates even called it, like at some point they were like, I have a session with you, and there was a chair, and they were like, there, if you want to go for a first therapy session there. But it was lovely to take my skills, because reality TV is all about showing who you are.
Yes.
Unapologetically, right? So I do not regret showing who I was on the show, rather. It was a thing that helped me to connect with the housemates. And even going in, my strategy was pretty much to have strong alliances with each housemate, right? And go in and be somewhat of a core of the house, right? And I feel like I delivered 100%, and I'm the kind of person in the house, if you ask about me or videos I saw about me from the housemates, there were a lot of positives, and I'm very grateful I showed myself, I was truly myself, and I didn't change for anything.
Yeah, I feel like this year was different because they had a therapist and a doctor, a certified doctor. So you, Daniel, I'm going to ask about your time in the house.
Okay.
I'm not just going to dwell on your love interest, Zita, but I'm going to touch on it.
Okay.
I'm going to touch on it because you have to talk about Zita.
Of course.
Yes, so first, let's start with Zita. Your relationship with Zita. Of all the beautiful women in the house, why Zita?
I mean, like you said, of all the beautiful women,
Yep.
she still is among the beautiful women.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would say that was what attracted me to her. She is beautiful, but then she still was my wardrobe mate. So I kept seeing this girl over and over and over again. I'm like, damn, I have to know this girl. And then when I did, she was quite amazing. And then I saw we had so many things in common. Yeah. She's just always this girl that wants to show that she's tough. But if you get to know her deeply, she's just one crybaby. And I mean, that's how most people are.
So you guys have sessions in bed, not therapy.
All right. moving on from that. Not moving on from that, actually. Take a cue from that.
Okay.
Down to you, Fubara. We saw that you had a lot of friendships, male friendships. We had Ortega, we had Rude Boy, we had loads of them. But somehow you happen to keep things very platonic.
Yep.
Yeah? So do you think if you had stayed longer in the house, there would have been a boarding ship? And who do you think you would have had that ship with? I mean, I'm sure there would have been somebody. I mean, you were with different men in the house. You were with 15 men, I guess.
Yeah.
No, 14.
14 men. You were 14 men in the house, and you were close to about 4 or 5 of them.
She said she was attracted to 2. In particular. In particular.
So, was there any one of them that you felt like at some point in the house, you guys might have pursued something that was a bit more than platonic?
Okay, so in the house, right, I think you can attest for it. I was known to be very firm about things. My boundaries were very,
Strong.
Even with the boys, I played table tennis with them a lot. I was that person, Going into the house, I was like, I'm not going for a relationship, no ship, nothing, but I'm going to have fun.
Nice.
Right? So even when they were talking in the house with me and any guy, it would just be like, oh, they had a ship, but this girl came, and something happened. But I always say it's all fun. I really do not mean to come in between anything, right? Yes, I was attracted to 1-2 people, right? But it's just attraction. Those people were people I spoke to in the house. And one of them is one of my closest friends in the house, right? So it was just that.
Mention name now. Don't be saying one of them. Say we are saying things.
No, I mean, I mentioned that it was Bride Morgan and Ortega I was attracted to in the house, which was, again, like I repeat, just attraction, right? It wasn't anything that I was going to pursue. It was not anything that was going to go anywhere. It was just something that I was having fun. It's nice to just be around people and say, okay, this person seems like a person that would be, you know, a good partner, right? But not to me per se. I could watch it or witness it, and that's an attractive feature.
As the psychologist that you are.
Exactly.
Hey.
That's an attractive feature, but I do not have to pursue anything. So I had no intentions. And even if you had seen me, if I had progressed in the game, maybe you would have seen me, you know, maybe kiss one person, like that with somebody, not do anything particularly, but just have fun. That's what I like to call it. And live in the moment, because I always said it and I was particular about it. And I'm glad that, you know, I did my thing and I'm out.
Amazing. Nice. Daniel.
Yeah. I saw you coming to me.
No, you should expect. Nothing serious. Actually, I mean, I feel like I'm more concerned with you after the house.
Okay.
Yeah. We've done a lot of house. Okay. You after the house. Now, I know before you went into the house, you were a pageant winner. And, you know, you had that fine boy energy and that gym freak energy. You just had that person that, you know, had this macho vibe and all of that. So what do you think you're bringing out of the house to pursue in that regard? Now, should we look out for more shoots? Should we look out for more pageants? Should we look out for fine boy Dan? Or, you know, quiet boy Dan? I mean, I heard at some point you want to double into something with Nollywood and all of that. So should we look out to that, or we should just look out to for model boy Dan?
Well, I would say look out for everything before and more. Like me coming out and being a refined version, I'm not stopping my content creation, refined boy, working out guy. I have to always go with that, because that's my lifestyle. I love going to the gym, the lifestyle, going out to parties and all of those. But then I still want to make it more professional. Being a model as well, I just become a more refined model. And I was into acting before I got into the house, but just a little, just in like 4 movies. But now I want to dive into the industry very well, and that's the plan.
We cannot wait to see you, leading those movies. Amazing.
Okay, Ibi Fubara, now you've gone into the house, you're out, you've seen a lot of people, and you are getting opportunities, like you said. What's next for you?
What's next for me? I always said it in the house, right? I'm looking at pursuing my PhD, you know, in a couple of months.
You see the smoke, dusty.
Looking at pursuing that, but also, like I said, this was like a soft landing to starting brand influencing, which is something that I'm trying to push a lot, because my, you know, my social media I met it, you know, in the States, and and I've noticed that with constant posting, all of that momentum is rising, right? Because the show is still on. So I'm trying to make sure that I use that momentum that is still here to sort of like create, you know, a niche for myself in this industry and work with brands that, you know, align with my value. But also my podcast is coming, you know, and my YouTube is there. My YouTube is going to, you know, get bigger, and the podcast is going to be on it. And just looking at opportunities that have to do with speaking, because I'm very good at things like that, speaking, voiceovers, presenting, all of that has to do with me just, you know, putting myself out there and people knowing who I am and hearing my voice.
Okay, so I have 2 questions for you and 1 for you. First, are you still reviewing salads?
Yes.
Okay, you are.
All the time.
I recommend salad to you. I mean, and you love it.
Don't worry. Recommendation after this. And now to both of you, who are you rooting for? First, second, third.
With the strategies you have seen so far.
Yes. First, second, third. Who's your winner? First, second, third.
First, second, third. First, Ruboy, it's my friend. I think it's one of my only close friends still there at this point. I'm still rooting for Thelma Lawson, another of my only friends still there. And for the third, to be honest, somebody that I think she's played a solid game, and I expect her to go far is Imisi.
Nice. So, what about you, Daniel?
Well, first person I'm waiting for is my baby Zita.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I want enter relationship.
Okay, so after Zita.
And after Zita, I would say Robo is actually doing a good job as well. And then Imisi, I'll give it to her. I mean, while we were in the house, some of us thought she was acting. We didn't really see it, but coming outside, she's actually doing it. And then it's working for her, and that's one thing that she should keep on doing, because it might get her the money, so yeah,
who knows?
It might.
Okay, any other thing you want your fans out there to know?
Yes. I would say that look out for me. My social media is Ibifubara Davis on Instagram. That's the main place. It's Ibifubara Davis. Just type it. I'm the only Ibifubara Davis you'll find.
Only one and only. What about you?
Well, mine is Tamboskid 01. 01, not 02. The one and only.
Love it. Thank you very much for coming.
Thanks for coming on the show.
I mean, we want to have you eventually again.
Yes.
As a therapist and as an actor, as a model, we'd love to have you on the show again. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we'd like to apologize. We cannot take movies at the movies anymore because, you know, we're pressed for time. Time flies when you are having so much fun. And as you can tell, today was super, super, super fun. Yes, my darlings, that's that on the show for today. I mean, don't worry, tomorrow is another day, same time, same place. And like I always say, don't forget to stay happy and stay out of trouble. On behalf of myself, Fubara, Dan, and only Lady Cat, we say bye.
See you tomorrow, guys.